Yeah, I want to bring in Stifel chief economist, Lindsey Piegza. She's on the phone with us. Lindsey, to Heather's point here about job losses and how quickly we come back, you wonder about some of the industries that have been the hardest hit here. Hospitality, leisure, the airlines. Some of these industries might not see the comeback as quickly as others. A lot of people are going to wonder how quickly they want to go back and get on an airplane, how quickly they want to be seated in a restaurant or take a cruise or stay in a hotel. Your thoughts?
That's one of the interesting points that we saw in the report today, the widespread hit across nearly every sector of the economy. As you mentioned, the first wave of layoffs hit the hospitality industry, hit restaurants, hotels, the businesses that were forced to close to immediately stem the spread of the virus. But what we also saw is the second wave of layoffs coming down, hitting individuals that we really thought could effectively work from home. So we saw layoffs of lawyers, government employees, even healthcare officials, at least those not on the front line. So what we see in this morning's report is that as a result of these policies put in place, shutting down the economy, it has impacted nearly every corner, every industry, every sector of the economy. And it remains to be seen whether or not these jobs actually will come back. We keep hearing about temporary losses, but even after the economy is allowed to reopen, consumers may be very hesitant to re-enter the marketplace and re-engage with a crowd of people like they did before.
And that's my fear. Heather, I want to get your take on the fact that maybe some of these jobs don't come back. And if they don't come back, then what happens? Does the administration focus on job creation in other areas of the economy? For example, do we start to really invest more in infrastructure and try to bring people into the workforce in ways that they didn't necessarily plan?
That's one idea. That's actually a good idea, to invest in infrastructure and repair and repave our highways and bridges that are crumbling. But it's a very dangerous situation to keep propping up and supporting the economy. This was a self-inflicted shutdown, as you know, just over a month ago. 3.5% unemployment rate was a historic low, and now we're at a historic high. The problem is you can't just flip on a light switch and expect everything to go back to normal, but you also want people to go back to work, because you can't keep propping up the economy, throwing trillions and trillions of dollars. We needed to do it at short-term stimulus or relief spending, whatever you want to call it, but not over the long run. You just can't do that.
Heather and Lindsey, thank you so much, ladies. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jackie.